Hello, everybody. Welcome back
Part
to The
1.
Dead Speak.
White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge.
With me, Get Daved.
The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia.
Too real, man.
When
It's
feather
minus
white
39
snow falls
tomorrow.
on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
Dang. I mean, you can't even skate when it's that cold. The ice is garbage. It'll just chunk to pieces. Fun fact. I realized, okay, this personal aside, I've been doing some work with a guy from Brazil, and I haven't mentioned it to him, but I'm starting to notice, like, all the little Canadian stereotypes I fall into. Like, at one point, I needed to send him, like, an example of, like, a dude who looks tough, and it's like, oh, okay, I'll just pick this guy. It was a hockey player. Milan Lucic, if you want to know. I mean, he's got the nose, right? It's like, yeah, that thing's seen some punches.
Rhea, please talk to me. What are you hiding?
Anyway, whenever I drop one of those now, I'm like, do people relate to this? Are you in Florida right now? Like, I don't know.
What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
Yeah, I bet you did. After you searched it for 6 hours.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us.
Yeah, your baby, Rhea.
Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Said
Whoa.
Enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to
Is
the
Sedith
holy
our
tomb.
advocate now?
There. I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it.
Am I finally
Amen.
going to 3F?
I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor.
Yeah.
Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the holy tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
This may sound weird, but I am the goddess now. I get the feeling Violet is supposed to be female in this game. Or, you know what? We're breaking the mold.
The holy tomb is where the goddess sleeps.
No, she sleeps
This
in the brain,
monastery
man.
was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Okay.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seros and the holy tomb.
Okay.
Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there.
Just like you did.
She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them.
I mean, the last part sounds like Sothis.
The words that were handed down to Seros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the holy tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Okay. Yeah.
It is said that when Seros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her.
I'd feel more comfortable if they were allowed to, like, vote and drink first.
Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony.
I mean, Flame's like,
Of course, as the leader of
13.
the Church of Seros, I will be by your side as well.
yeah. Where's the ... Am I too squall for this game?
The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear.
Place your get div point bet now.
Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
I'm gonna like spend a month preparing them to fight and kill, and then we're gonna get there and they'll be like, okay, you taught them the sacred carol, right? Hilda, it would be an honor to have you over for tea. A tad bitter. Like yours truly. It's cost efficient. You know what? We're just gonna go with this. Oh, Angelica tea has been blended with Angelica.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, you bet.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Hate it.
So delish.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Let's talk about cute monks. Man, I just get you, Hilda.
Huh?
Insectivorous plants? Very tempting, though.
Huh? Have you ever cried, Professor? It's hard to imagine you crying.
Yes, I cried very recently when my father was murdered by an assassin at the school where I teach children. Nod.
Think? Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
Ooh, we botched the question, so we didn't get, let's have another tea. Yeah, we'll have some sliced almonds.
My room works better for me, but I am willing to compromise. For today.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. Questionable thankfulness from you, sir.
Delightfully warming. What?
Yeah, we'll reminisce. What a lovely day I was having when this giant crest walked into my room.
What?
Boy, I wanted to cut that thing apart.
Well then. Indeed.
Like, who would be interested in talking about working hours for guards? Yeah, he likes talking about Manuel.
The Ashen Demon. What an unbelievable title, knowing who you are now.
Ah, sorry, I should have sighed.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, we still had a good time. Man, I'm dropping that ball hard. I had them in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I can be the enlightened one. Boy.
A new path to tread.
Am I the lead male in Labyrinth? I am Sothis' voice now. Oh yeah, train with the Imperial Guard, right. Okay, where are we at for indoctrinating and recruiting people to my holy war? Alright, we got a few. You know what? I've been meaning to do a couple of these support conversations, so let's do a couple of those real quick. Whoa, it's not ready yet.
Linhart, there you are.
Hola.
Observant as ever, Ferdinand. What can I help you with?
You have been utilizing clever tricks to give me the slip. But not today. Prepare yourself. A noble cannot escape from his duty. Hold these words in your heart.
Okay.
It seems you really mean it this time. I suppose I have no choice but to outmatch you.
He'll take that well.
Finally, a little enthusiasm. You are bravely stepping upon the path of nobility. Let us begin!
Come now, Ferdinand. Don't be foolish. I can't possibly train with you. I have places to be.
Wait! I will not allow you to get away!
Just straight up pieced out.
I can't run anymore.
Just admit defeat.
Can't we? Just a minute. Ferdinand, let me catch my breath.
Well, maybe just for a moment. I could use a rest myself.
Hey!
I am surprised you could run so far. I had assumed that all that lounging around would have dulled your constitution. But I had a difficult time keeping up.
The fear of having to exert myself really helped. You're none too slow yourself. It's been a while since I ran like that. It actually feels pretty good.
Whoa!
It does it not? Well,
He getting
how
woke
about
to
we say that
fitness,
golden
everyone.
chase was your training for the day. If you will excuse me, I am going to run even more, so I can catch you next time.
After all the running you already did, that's our Ferdinand. You always give everything your all, don't you?
And what is wrong with that?
How you talk about it.
Nothing whatsoever, Ferdinand. I mean that.
Oh, got a little spark flying there. Alright, maybe we'll do 3. Edelgard has no supports with... Oh, we can't get to level B yet. Fascinating. Did Hubert die? Did I miss something? Did Hubert die in one of the episodes? I mean, I could be more sad about it, but... Maybe I'm forgetting something. I mean, there he is. Okay, well, we won't worry about that for now. I think Bernadetta and Caspar have a good thing going on.
Hi.
Well, well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Where's Hubert?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
Look inside.
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Wait, don't go. What are you trying to ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Oh
Of
man,
course.
they are ready
Sorry.
to be a
You
couple.
have my full attention.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with a really pretty view? Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
The place I took you with the view. Oh, right. Okay, first you go out of the monastery, and actually it's kind of tricky to explain. Come on, I'll
Boy,
just
he can
take
show
there
you the
again,
world.
but pay attention this time.
Wait, what are you? No, not again! Stop! Let me
I don't know, I really liked that. he never thought to Just walk normally. Oh, Shamir and Raph. Fascinating. We'll do 3.
What's wrong with you?
Shamir! How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait! There's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, whenever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an easy target. But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do.
Lose 100 pounds. Your steps would
what
be
do you
that.
think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course. I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Yeah, you need to be 5'7".
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong. Almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Oh.
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do that? Will you teach me? Please? Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence.
All through the mouth.
When you breathe, are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth twice.
What?
In, out, out. That's it? I could definitely do that.
Seems like advice for contractions.
I couldn't do it, Shamir.
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the minimum.
It'll take some practice.
Sure. I'll keep trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds.
Well, I'm interested in where it goes. Let's talk to the man of the hour. And then check on our flowers.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right?
I mean, my hair is the color of, like, some sort of iced dessert, but
Did
aside
anything
from
else
that...
change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look?
That's a good question.
That's disappointing. What's even the point?
Oh, no, feel confident? I don't know.
So hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor?
Yeah?
Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes.
I've never been good with change.
So, don't open the door, please.
Kick in the door. You know this is the moment I've been waiting for. I have a picture planned.
Wow, thank you so much.
She loves them.
So sorry. So,
Do I have anything of hers? It's not even a good idea at this point because her motivation's pretty good.
So, this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where you will receive a revelation from the goddess herself.
You
What
bet.
if she really appears? What if I finally get to gaze upon her radiance?
She's a 7. You'll be
I've
fine.
always imagined the goddess. How beautiful she must be.
I need you to stop sharing this. It ain't proper to kiss and tell. Got that, Squirrely Ignatz? My horticultural talents continue to improve. I want to get, like, really good seeds. Morbid curiosity, though.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb.
Probably full of corpses.
Well,
It's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows?
Yeah, I bet the
can't
Death
help
Knight
but
shows
wonder,
up.
though, just what kind of ritual is this?
Yeah, I could be less creeped out. I'd feel a lot better if Rhea wasn't there, and if Geralt was. But you know what? You play the hand you're dealt.
No.
You knowing me? Well, I guess she doesn't care for the new hair.
Hi there. Professor, in Bridget,
Bonjour.
we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean.
I
Hair
can
that
use a
shines
sword.
and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
Oh, that's the spice coming out.
Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
Thanks! Oh yeah, she needs motivation. Do we have...
This is not
Alright.
This is not.
I'm only looking at the descriptions right now.
This is not.
Takes care of her long hair. Hey, daydreams about the goddess.
You have my thanks.
Violet to match
You
the
have my
hair?
thanks.
No, I think I've tried that line of thinking before, and now we won't be able to tell. A whetstone?
You have my thanks.
Oh.
Alright, Gatekeeper, what did you
Greetings,
see?
Professor. Nothing to report.
Except?
Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious.
Dude, you didn't catch the Death Knight.
Lucky for
Give
you,
me a break.
I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you.
I'm wearing the same clothes.
The professor went out and got some new power.
Ooh, Albinian berries.
Hello there.
Do you sell flowers? Ooh. A board game.
This one, yes?
Alright.
I thank you.
And that'd be for Flame.
Return soon, please.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hey, welcome.
Okay, so a lot of this is stuff... Wait, is this everything we've already delivered? I think that is a...
Professor, hair that.
That's like a...
This is giving me great joy.
Sweet. That's like a gifting gold mine over there.
Oh.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual.
I
Maybe
guess.
Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It was 1,000 years
It
ago.
is told that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Get out of hell. Well, that's more of a purgatory. Let's be fair to the place.
You've been great, mate. It is told. I wonder.
A rose?
Thank you very much. You've been maybe it is. I will.
Okay, Mercedes. It's tricky having an anemone.
Oh, I'm already having.
Still not close enough on the bow skills. Should have waited until after I trained this month. Oh well. Interesting.
Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do.
Oh?
It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Okay.
There is something I must do there.
Yeah. Is that where Hubert is? Oh boy. Next time.